Okay, hello everyone, this is Mr. Alberonen here again, and today we're going to be quickly looking over some clips from the Kombat cast that just went up, showing off what Rain can do. So we're just going to quickly start off with his base moves. So he uses his kata in a lot of his strings, and his uppercut there, so it looks like it reaches pretty high in the air. Here's this long string with the kata, you know, does a bunch of slash and stabs. This actually looks like a really good mid, and he actually has two mids that look really good. So that's his back two, Stephanie says, and it's a double hitting mid, and it looks pretty fast. So yeah, it's always really good to have mid, and this looks like really good as well, kind of like Cetrion's forward 2. Like if it's a mid, that's a really useful spacing tool. This kind of, I thought it was a sweep, but apparently it's a forward 4, but it has really decent range, so that's going to be good to just, you know, throw out as, you know, a quick low or something, just to make the opponent keep blocking. And this is also a mid, which he has two extensions of, so he definitely is not at a lack of mids, which is really important in this game. So he has two really good, pretty decently ranged and fast mids, so that's always exciting. And he has one, possibly two throw crushing blows. I'm not sure if he is two, but he definitely has one. And yeah. And okay, so here we go. He still has the round the world kick, and this is so exciting. It's so flashy now. He like does like a triple spin before he kicks them, and it does pretty decent damage. And if you amplify it, obviously he gets a combo from it. It does a little less damage, but because you can extend off of it, it's worth it, and you can get like a full combo. That was a really small combo there. Obviously you can do things a lot more, you will be able to do things a lot more optimal, a lot more damage. And this, I was actually really surprised that this was actually one of his base toolkit moves. I wasn't even expecting it to be in his variations. I thought it would have been a custom move. But yeah, he just has this waterfall move where he just charges the opponent, kind of like Raiden. And this is also his armor break, so if you think the opponent's going to break away, you can just do this, and it catches them, and it gets a crushing blow as well, apparently, for armor break. So that is a really awesome armor break, especially since it does decent damage and looks like kind of a classic combo ender. And so yeah, he has this projectile as well, which kind of looks kind of generic, you know, he just throws out this like knife, but he can actually amplify it whenever. As you can see here, he amplified it when it was over Scorpion's head, and actually it was a mid then, which can be pretty interesting. And this obviously looks really awesome, where he just goes completely invulnerable and like turns to water. And as we can see in this trailer now that we have health bars, I don't think he actually takes any damage from the attacks that go through him. See it? They just go straight through him. But I'm gonna assume they can only actually absorb one attack, since they only show like single attacks hitting at a time. But nevertheless, that's still a really awesome move and can be really good, especially for moves like that back to Scorpions. But okay, here we are talking about variations, and can we just take a moment to appreciate the skin? Oh my goodness, it looks so awesome. Oh my god, the like royal like robes and stuff with the golden mask. But yeah, this variation is going to be about what they say, like the rifts. And so this is kind of like a half screen, almost like projectile move, which I'm assuming hits high or maybe mid if you're up close. But that's like just looks like a good thing to throw out and even end combos with, because it looks like it does a lot of damage. I wonder if that's safe, because that is going to be really strong if he's just safe if he amplifies that. But yeah, it does pretty good damage, and it leads to a crushing blow, which we'll explain later. This actually, I'm wondering if it's pretty, it looks like it has pretty fast recovery, so it looks like it's just a good recovery, like a good move. He can just like throw out, and he'll just like be in their face, like good just for movement and moving around and getting in on your opponent. And he has a down version as well, which just acts kind of like a classic dive kick. And now this is really awesome. We didn't even get to see this in the trailer, but he just puts this like portal out, kind of like Injustice 2 Enchantress. And it'll just absorb a projectile, and he can do whatever he wants. It's kind of like Frost has a move like this, but it's really cool. And oh, I forgot to clip it, but basically if he absorbs two projectiles with this, so like he does it twice and absorbs two different projectiles, his like ground rift move, this one where he just like does the amplify, this actually will lead to the crushing blow that we saw in the trailer. Like, you know, on Sindel we saw the crushing blow happen. And that actually leads to like a big 200 damage and pops up for a combo. So that's going to like lead to some really big damage, and you can do it in combos, and it'll be really cool. I really like setup crushing blows, so he just has to make sure he absorbs two projectiles, which should be pretty easy because everyone's throwing projectiles in this game. But yeah, once he absorbs those, then he can get a really cool combo next time he hits you. Then variation 2, he has this really cool evasive move where he kind of like dodges back and then goes in. And as we saw in the trailer, it gets a crushing blow if you hold it down for long enough. So obviously that's really good for on wake up if you predict that your opponent's going to wake up or something, or even if you bait them out, like you walk up really close and they think you're going to like attack on their wake up, but you actually end up just you just end up
And what's
like
neat is
dodging
you can
backwards
actually
and then
delay
getting
it.
a crushing blow because they woke up and you've held it down for a while.
Then he
and
has
big damage.
splash move.
So
And
now this is like
actually
his aqua splash or his
and Rain gets advantage. You can use
what
it
his
to
like
end,
water
strings.
aqua
But it
something.
also restands if they're in
And
the air.
obviously
So
it's,
after
you know, it's
Joker
just a
comes,
good
you do it,
restand
and
and combo ender. And
that prevents them having
something I want to say about this: most restands in this game are like +1, +2,
advantage.
+3, like Johnny Cage or Cassie
strings.
Cage's like nut punch.
But it also
But this,
restands if
look
they're
how
in the
plus
air.
it looks.
So after Joker
Scorpion's
comes,
like falling over and stuff there. It looks like
that
it's like
prevents them
+10 or
having any
something,
knockdown at all.
+12. It
So-
looks ridiculous.
So this is his
But
anti-air
obviously I'm super excited to use it because I hate wake ups. So if I can always just be like +12 after ending my combo and then
with
not
a jump, if you
like
think a
on
jump's
wake up,
coming,
that's awesome.
you can absolutely
Now this
regulate
is really cool. I thought this was actually going to replace his
This
around the
is
world kick,
awesome
but he actually gets it on top of it, and it's an amazing
If
anti-air. As you can see
with
here,
a
it just
jump, if you
completely
think a
hits him
jump's
out of the
coming,
sky. And if he
can
amplifies it,
absolutely
it acts
regulate
just
the
like his around the world
If they
kick,
amplify
and
it,
he can get a combo off of it.
So what's
And because
really
he has
cool
two of
is
these
this
now,
doesn't
he has two
conflict
really
with
good
around the
moves for
world.
extending combos in this
that
variation,
move
which is pretty
gets
awesome.
pretty
And I think
sliding
they show here
combos. You get
like
two
a really
different
simple
combos.
combo that you can do with it. So this is very basic, probably definitely not optimal.
So
That's
they're
still
like-
did 314 damage and was pretty
First off,
awesome
this
looking.
costume is
So
awesome.
I'm super excited for all of Rain's combos.
There's a lot-
I'm just gonna, yeah. So, and then his final and third variation, he has
First
this
off,
like
this costume
ground
is
low
awesome. I
wave
love
thing.
that.
So it actually
So
hits
first
low
we
and
get
it looks
the
pretty
tidal
fast.
wave,
So that's
which
gonna be
is
really
really
interesting to just throw out. And it, obviously, as you can see here, it leads to mix-ups and stuff.
With the amplifier,
But
it
I feel like this is
has
actually kind of, especially with the amplify, I feel like it's gonna act like Noob Saibot's low what's it called, shadow kick slide or whatever, where he just like throws out the low clone, and you know, it just makes the opponent like respect you when you're in certain ranges and makes them block low. So, and I feel like that's what this is going to be, especially on amplify. I feel like it's probably going to be safe. It's just a really quick low that you need to like, if you're the opponent, you need to make sure you're being respectful and you're being cautious of this move because it can just come out at any time. And then here we go, the classic weather ball or bubble
and this is also
is back. It's a high, but it has 4 different amplifies, so we can either amplify, throw them up, throw them back, throw them forwards, like towards him, or actually bounce them downwards. So it adds to like a bunch of different combo things you can do. So like if they're full screen, you can pull them towards you, like Stephanie does here, and like so if they're really far away, then you can get a combo like from full screen. If you pull them towards you, you can put them backwards for some reason. Maybe if you want to be like further away for zoning or something, you can throw them down, which adds a little bit extra damage, or you can throw them upwards, which makes them really high, so you can get like a jump in or something. So I like that he has all these different options for different ways of doing his combos, because it just makes the character feel more like I don't know, he just feels more like deep, and like there's a lot more things you can do with him. If he has all these options off of his combo starter, he can either, you know, do the bouncer, a little bit more damage, bring them towards him if they're really far away, put them in the air if you want to get like a jump in for maybe a certain combo or something. But yeah, this just looks like a really fun move, and I can't wait to see what his combos are. Like, I can't wait to see videos like from Raptor and others who are like combo kings, and just all the cool combos that we're going to be able to do with this character, especially since the round the world kick is going to be in every variation. I'm over the moon excited, and I hope you guys are too. And I can't wait to see the other trailers as well if they're going to follow this precedent. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next